All right, we are live. Sorry for the delay, some technical difficulties.
The game for the Eagles is number 11, Andy Cordova.
Cougars scored first. Eagles have scored the last 2 goals to take the 2-1 lead. 20 minutes left here in the first half. Cougars have come out in a 5-4-1. Hudson Clevenger got the goal for the Cougars early on, playing that center forward position. Ball's to Cordova, over to Bader for the Eagles. He plays it back to the back line. That's number 4, Hogan. Hogan on the ball, wide to the far side, number 23, Trejo. Eagles moving around the back as Clevenger pressures the ball. Over to Orlowski. Into the pivot, played wide to the near side, number 10, Montanez. Back into the middle with some space. Perigin defending on Cordova. Cordova gets a step past. Perigin's able to win the challenge and steal. Carrying to the far side. Perigin sends it down the line. Clevenger will chase to the corner. Hogan's there as the keeper is able to come out and grab it. That is number 0. Who's the keeper? Gage Stovern, the keeper. Back in the middle of the field. Hamlin deflects it away to the center circle, back into possession for the Eagles. Hogan in the middle for Cordova. Schumacher comes up to challenge. Thomas steps in. Cordova is able to win the ball back. Over to Montanez on the near side. Montanez carrying across the frame. Meninga steps up to challenge. Montanez cuts it through. Hamlin's there to steal. Gives it to Perigin. Perigin's able to turn. Sends the 3-toe up ahead to Clevenger. Clevenger's open with a seam. Can't handle it. And Hogan's able to come back to recover. Hogan sends it wide, out of bounds. That will be a throw-in for the Cougars. Ruben Brake at the line to check in. He's coming all the way across to sub in for Bennett Thomas on the left wing. Number 11.
Entering the game for the Cougars is number 11, Ruben Brake.
Ball back into play, thrown in by Nangle. Perigin's there on the ball. Being double teamed, carries to the corner. Perigin faces the goal. Trying to make a move, gets through, and still on the ball, into the box. Perigin cuts it back. Bader's there, gets a touch, and cleared away by Orlowski. Up ahead to number 9, Del Torre. And into possession for the Eagles. Bader's able to turn, plays it wide down the far side, but too heavy of ball, goes out of bounds. Intended for number 14, Ever Blanco. Throw in for the Cougars. Nangle takes the throw down the line. Hamlin's there, gets a touch but can't control it, out of bounds to the Eagles. That's Fogarty on the ball. Plays it back to Hogan. Fogarty all the way back to the keeper, Stovern. Stovern at the top of the box, plays it over to the near side to number 30, Rodriguez. Rodriguez being challenged by Brake, pulls it back. He's able to make the turn to the near side for Montanez. Montanez, the left-footed goal scorer, sends it across the frame into the box, sent over the top. Del Torre challenging with Dole. Dole's able to block it away. And it will be a corner kick. Let's see, I can't tell if it's a corner or a throw-in. It looks like it's going to be a corner the way they're setting up. Eli Montanez down for the corner, taking it with his left foot. Played short. Good set play by the Eagles, sent over the top of the goal though. Number 8, Fogarty, let it run all the way to Bader. Bader took the strike coming across his body, sent it over the goal. Goal kick for the Cougars. Dole back to take the kick, plays it to the near side for Ruben Brake. Stolen back by the Eagles. Montanez in possession, carries back over to Alowski. Orlowski up ahead to Fogarty. Meningus is able to clear it away to Liam Nelson. Played through the middle and into the center circle. Hogan's there to receive for the Eagles. Played up ahead, and Angle gets a touch into the box. Anredder there to defend. And knocks it out of play for a corner kick for the Eagles. Number 14, Ever Blanco there to take the corner. .14 minutes left to play here in the first half. Eagles leading 2-1. Cougars scored first. Ball sent in. Orlowski gets a head on it. And Montanez comes on the left-footed follow, sends it way over the goal. Goal kick for the Cougars. Perigin back to take the goal kick this time. High backspinning ball into the center circle. Clevenger and Hogan fight for the first touch. Orlowski's able to poke it away to number 11, Cordova. Fogarty plays it back to the back line to Hogan. Orlowski on the ball. Taking the space in the middle of the field, plays it over the top. Into the box. Boney's there late, but's able to get it before the Eagles can get a touch. Rolls it out to Meningus on the near side to Brake. Brake tries to turn. Stolen back by Bader. Adam Bader on the ball, being defended by Meningus. Sent it across the middle. Dole's there. Pokes it ahead to Perigin. Perigin tries to turn in the middle. Montanez defends. Gets it to Schumacher in the middle of the field. Ben Schumacher plays it wide to Nangle. Nangle chases and can't get to it. That'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Bennett Thomas at the line to check in next time it's available. Cordova carrying through the middle. Loses the ball. Dole plays it up to Schumacher. Schumacher trying to stay on his feet. Bader's able to steal back to the far side to number 23, Lopez Brown. Fogarty on the ball in the middle to Cordova. Back to Hogan. All the way across to the near side. Into the middle as Cordova looks to turn. Perigin defending, is able to make the steal on the near side. Perigin carrying into space. Clevenger looking to make a run as Perigin stays on the ball. Cordova pushes from behind. Deflected in the box. Perigin still fighting for the ball. And the Eagles are able to play it down the line. Nixon Meningus steps up and foul called. On the Cougars will be a free kick for the Eagles. Orlowski takes the free kick for the Eagles. Played into the middle. Schumacher and Bader there for the header, and Anredder's able to clear it away. Hamlin gets ran over, no call. Blanco on the ball. Chipped into the middle. Dole's there to clear it away. Dole comes in on the slide tackle. Ball's loose, sent over the goal, and goal kick for the Cougars. Subs coming in the game for the Eagles. Anreder takes the free kick into the middle. Perigin is there, plays it up to Clevenger on the connection. Bennett Thomas back in the game on the right side. Clevenger holds, plays it across to the near side to Ruben Brake. Brake's able to settle it down. Deflected by Cordova. Perigin grabs number 1, Fraunfelter's shirt, gets away with it. Throw in for Perigin up ahead. Perigin back to the ball. Orlowski tried to draw the foul, didn't get the call. Fraunfelter switches the field over to the far side for Garrigan. Nangle chases to the ball, out of bounds, and throw in for the Cougars. Anreder takes the throw down the line to Thomas. Thomas tries to settle. Stolen back by the Eagles into the middle for Bader. Anreder steps up to challenge. Bader sends it over the top. And Boney's there to grab it. Foul called on the finish by Anreder on the tackle. It'll be a free kick for the Eagles from 35 out. Eli Montanez with his left foot from 35 will take the free kick. 3-man wall for the Cougars. Takes a driving ball right to Boney. And Boney, after bobbling, is able to secure it for the save. Boney side spinning punt to the far side. Clevenger there, looking to settle it down. Clevenger's able to get it, keep it in possession. Being defended by number 23, Lopez Brown. Plays it to the corner to Perigin. Perigin being defended by Hogan, pokes it through. Perigin on the ball with his left. Saved by Stovern. Still in possession for Perigin. Puts it over to Brake. Brake lets it run. And into the corner as Brake challenges, out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Actually, Eagles throwing. Yeah, over there in the coffin corner, nobody really saw it. And throw in for the Cougars. Nelson takes it to Perigin at the top. Perigin gets it into the box and falls harmlessly to Stovern in the goal for the Eagles. Gage Stover, the freshman keeper. Top spinning ball short. Bader gets the first touch, able to turn. Leaves it for De La Torre. De La Torre carrying across the middle. Schumacher deflects. De La Torre chases back for the ball. Play to the far side. That's Lopez Brown. Down the line as Anreder is able to win it and plays it out of bounds with Blanton Garrigan challenging for the ball. A couple subs. Actually, just one sub in the game for the Eagles.
Entering the game for the Eagles, number 8, Duncan Fogarty.
Fogarty back in the game as Adam Bader will take a break. Well played into the box. Headed away by Dole. Over to Bennett Thomas. Thomas plays it down the line. Hogan on the touch. Perigin challenging. Hogan's able to get it into the middle to Alarowski. De La Torre drops it back to Fogarty, who sends it high into the air. Boney lets it bounce. And out of bounds on the touch line will be a throw in for the Cougars. Boney's just got to be able to get that with his hands in the air before the Eagles can get to it. Throw in to Clevenger. He tries to keep it in. Fogarty steals. Play to Zeka Arlowski, who sends it over the goal, and goal kick for the Cougars. Sub at the line for the Eagles.
Entering the game for the Eagles is number 33, Byron Ledford, and number 15, Bennett
Clevenger takes the kick. It's up ahead. Perigin will chase with Hogan. They both have speed. Perigin gets there first and save. Perigin back to the ball and sends it over the goal. Great opportunity for the Cougars to tie it up. Perigin just got underneath it. Had an open goal if he could have got on top of that ball. Take a look at that last play on replay. The Eagles line just got caught up. Saved, and then the follow by Perigin. 4:30 left to play here in the first half. Eagles still leading 2-1. Clevenger heads the ball up to Perigin. That's number 15, Robertson. Over to the far side for Ledford. Drop back to the back line for the Eagles. Switch of the field. Perigin tried to read that. Played all the way across to Rodriguez. Sent over the top. Nelson's there, heads it back in. All the way to Perigin. Perigin tries to let it run. Being defended by Rodriguez. Rodriguez able to win it over to Cordova. Cordova carries through the middle to Ledford. Drop back to Hogan on the back line. Hogan has time, plays it back to Cordova. Cordova turns with space. Back to Zeka Arlowski. Heavy touch by Rodriguez. He's able to get back to it as break challenges. Cordova with space in front. Clevenger pressuring ball. Into the middle for Fogarty. Up ahead for number 15, Robertson. Challenged by the Cougars. Schumacher is able to poke it through. Hogan steps and wins the ball to Cordova. Back into the middle. Dole sends it high into the air. Arlowski challenges for the ball. Rodriguez clears it back in. Nelson there on the near side. Taps it to Clevenger. Clevenger and Perigin did switch. Clevenger plays it over the top for Perigin to chase. And that's going to go all the way into the goal to Stovern. And he'll punt it away after he lets his team get set. Stovern takes the low ball up to Cordova. Cordova being unmarked. Over to Fogarty. Fogarty has room. Played through a good step by Meningas. Meningas over to Nelson. Nelson being challenged by Robertson. Plays it down the line, out of play. Throw in for the Eagles. Under 2:30 to play here in the first. Eli Montanez to take the throw for the Eagles. Has Fogarty on the run. Meningas reads it, heads it away. And Clevenger's there, plays it down the line. Still in and finally out. Throw in for the Eagles. Rodriguez takes the throw into the middle. That's Ledford being challenged by Clevenger. Clevenger gets around. Clevenger up front, looks for Perigin, holds up play. Plays it to the near side for Ruben Brake. Brake gets the touch, trying to keep it in on the sideline. And can't control it, out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles in the corner. Ball played back in the middle. Fogarty tries to switch the field. Angle's there. Can't judge the header. Goes over the top as number 17, Garrigan, chases to the corner. Anretter, good slide, wins the ball, able to get to his feet. Great play by Max Anretter. Back into the middle for Perigin. Perigin tries to turn. Arlowski's able to win it. Clevenger on the ball as he challenges. Arlowski to the far side, still in possession. Drops it back to the back line. Over to Hogan. To Rodriguez. Back in the middle for Cordova. Break defending. Rodriguez back to Hogan in the middle. Bennett Thomas steps up to challenge. Hogan finds space. Plays it in the middle for Arlowski. Anretter steps up to win the challenge. Arlowski's able to get past. Nangle defending. Arlowski carries wide. Still on the ball. Gets into the middle. Loses control as Dole gets to the ball. Number 11, Cordova, gets away with playing it on the ground. And then foul called on the Cougars. Let's take a look at that one. So Cordova goes to the ground and plays it through his feet, and then somehow draws the foul on that. That's the precise reason that is a dangerous play, is because someone can kick your feet when you're on the ground. That's why you're not allowed to play it from the ground. And that will do it for the first half.
At the end of the first half, Joplin Eagles 2, New Heights Cougars 1.
All right, we'll go to halftime with the Eagles leading 2-1 over the Cougars. We'll take a halftime break and send you through the first half recap. We only have the last 20 minutes of the first half. Unfortunately, we missed both goals before we could get the stream going. So we'll take a break and be back for the second half. Hello, guys. All right, we're going to jump in here during the halftime break. Sorry we missed the pregame. I have had some technical difficulties here, couldn't get connected to the stream. But we wanted to go over a few of the pregame announcements. Here was our starting 11 for tonight. We are in a 5-4-1. Hudson Clevenger and Michael Perigin have been switching up from that middle attacker to that center forward. Clevenger got the first goal of the game, and Perigin nearly equalized late on that ball through from Clevenger off of the goal kick. Michael Perigin, again, first team All-State last season, looking to have a big year this season as a senior. We have 3 All-State players returning for the Cougars. Liam Nelson was a second team All-State selection. Liam is playing left back for us today. He missed the Carthage game due to a family obligation. And looks like I lost Hudson's clip, but we will go through the All right, sorry, I lost my audio there. We're back. The Cougar keys, mark the middle. Make sure we're marking that pivot. So the Eagles are really patient on that back line, playing back around the horn. And the tendency is to follow the ball as those midfielders, instead of marking the midfield, being ready to win that ball as it gets played through. That's a good opportunity for the Cougars to start a transition attack, is if they can steal that pass that's played to the pivot. Adam Bader, a key player for the Eagles, number 5, and also Fogarty. That's let me take a look here at, I think, number 8. Yeah, Duncan Fogarty, the senior midfielder, and number 5, Adam Bader, the senior midfielder, kind of start that attack for the Eagles. So the Cougars need to be disciplined as that ball comes through the middle. Backline communication, obviously a key always for any soccer team, especially in this case, though, as the Cougars are playing 5 on the backside. So you need to make sure you're covering that backside run, communicating who's going to play up and who's going to cover the runner. Off-ball positioning and possession is a big key for the Cougars. They can learn from their game against the Carthage Tigers last Thursday, having that issue of not being in position for the next pass. Obviously makes it hard when you win possession to be able to maintain possession if you're not willing to move to the open space when there's an opportunity. And of course, the last challenge for the keys to success for the Cougars, but also a challenge, is the fitness. During that first half, the Eagles, I believe, were 18 deep. They had 7 different players sub in, and the Cougars had 2 subs, and it's going to be like that here in the second half also. So the Cougars are fighting, being able to keep their fitness for this 80-minute game. All right, we are back on the field. We'll go ahead and head back for the second half, and hopefully we can sneak one out here against the Eagles. All right, we're ready to start the second half. Eagles have the kickoff. Ever Blanco all over the ball. Second half is underway. Eagles play it back to the back line. That's Arlowski. Plays it over the top. Bader gets a touch, falls to Anredder. Anredder clears it to the near side to Hamlin. Hamlin's able to stay on the ball, plays it through, deflected, but Schumacher's there, plays it up to Perigin. Perigin turns, plays a through ball to Clevenger. Clevenger being defended by Hogan. He cuts it back into the middle. Hogan clears away. Brandon Schumacher back to the ball. Arlowski's able to steal, gets it over to Cordova as Hamlin challenges. Cordova plays it to the near side. Montanez, good effort to slide to keep it in, but loses it out of bounds. Throwing for the Cougars, back into the middle by Meningus. Thomas challenging with Fogarty. Falls to Cordova. Cordova to Montanez to the near side for Bader. Meningus steps in and deflects. Perigin fighting for position. Fogarty's able to track it down, drop it to his midfield partner, Bader. Over to Montanez as he makes the run. Cordova on the ball. And played out of bounds. That will be a throw for the Eagles. Big throw into the box. Boney's late to get there. Gets taken out. Ref says play on, and goal kick is the result. Let's take a look back at that play at the top. Boney all the way back in the throat of the goal. He was expecting that header. Just a congestion there at the top of the box, or at the top of the goal area. Goal kick stolen. Shot by De La Torre, doesn't get enough on it, and rolls harmlessly to the keeper, Boney. Boney quickly out of the back to Nelson on the far side. Nelson carrying down the line. Being challenged, finds Perigin with room to turn. Good steal by number 11, Cordova. Gives it to Arlowski to Blanco. Blanco through to De La Torre. Ball's heavy, goes into the box, and Boney, for some reason, lets it roll all the way through. Boney's got to be able to get to that ball at the top of the box to kill the threat. Nelson's not happy as he's talking to Boney about it. Anredder drives the ball to the far side. Brandon Schumacher there tries to settle it, loses it out of bounds, throwing for the Eagles. That's number 23, Lopez Brown taking the throw. Arlowski stolen by Schumacher. Brandon holds, plays it over to Perigin. Perigin lets it run as he's looking for an angle, plays it through to Hamlin to chase. Number 30, Rodriguez there, plays it back to the keeper. Stovern settles. Hamlin chases. Stovern's able to get it out to the far side. Brandon Schumacher chasing down the line. Ball played through. Nelson's there to read it. Nelson clips it but can't keep it in. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Lopez Brown takes the throw. Over to De La Torre in the corner, being defended by Dole. Drop back to Brown. Across for Anredder. Anredder gets a touch but can't control it. Back into the middle. Shot. And great save by Justin Boney on the shot by Fogarty. Be a corner kick for the Eagles. Blanco over to take the corner kick. Spinning ball in. And De La Torre scores the goal.
Goal by number 9, Alex De La Torre.
Blanco sends that spinning ball in. De La Torre just left unmarked. Drives it into the teeth of the goal. And the Eagles take the 3-1 lead. Restart of play. Cougars in possession. Dole on the ball. Looking at his options. Confusion on the back line. Sent back across the middle. Blanco steals. Plays it ahead. Anreder touches it wide. And it'll be a throw in for the Eagles in the corner. Ball back in. Boney, great job making the save. Dangerous play. And Boney rolls it out. Peregrina's there. Settles it down with his hip. Stolen back by Cordova. Falls to Dole. Dole pops it up in the air. Bader heads it down. Ben Schumacher there to steal. Schumacher with some room as he's carrying. Bader challenges from the side. Schumacher plays it through to the near side for Hamlin. Hamlin holds, tries to cut it back to Schumacher. Rodriguez clears it away. Room on the back line as Anreder steps up, being challenged from behind by Montanez. No foul called as Montanez ran through Anreder on the back. Montanez back to the ball. Finds Cordova in the middle. Cordova has room. Plays it to the near side for De La Torre. De La Torre sends it across the teeth of the goal, and Nelson's there to make the save. Plays it out, gets it to Peregrine. Peregrine gets a touch off the deflection by the Eagles. It'll be a throw-in for the Cougars on the side. Peregrine looks to take the quick throw. Plays it back into the middle for Clevenger. Back to Peregrine. Peregrine with room, being challenged by Blanco. Blanco trips, and that's a yellow. No call. And played through into the box. De La Torre's there. Gets a touch and sends it over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Take a look at this challenge by Blanco on Peregrine. Ref says all ball. Oh yeah, not even close to the ball. Ball played out of the back to Nelson. Nelson plays it in the middle for Peregrine. Peregrine chips it over. Arlowski's there. Clevenger challenges. And throw in for the Cougars. Clevenger there takes the throw to Peregrine into the box. Peregrine gets the turn. Still on the ball. Hamlin's there. Peregrine sets up for the shot and scores the goal. Cougars answer. 3-2 is the score.
Cougar goal by number 8, Michael Peregrine.
Hamlin subbing off as Ruben Brake has checked into the game for the Cougars. De La Torre restarts the play, plays it to the back line to Cordova. Cordova sends a spinning ball into Bader. He lets it run. Meningus one touch into the middle. De La Torre gets challenged by Dole. That should be a foul. He let it play. Dole was shoulder to shoulder, but you can't leave your feet to go shoulder to shoulder. It'll be a throw in either way for the Eagles. Blanco into Cordova, stolen by Peregrine. Peregrine into Clevenger. Clevenger carries to the far side. Is able to get through the challenge by Blanco. Clevenger carrying down the corner. Gets it to Peregrine at the top of the box. Cordova steps in and cleared away by the Eagles to Ben Schumacher in the middle. Schumacher to Peregrine to Thomas. Thomas holds up, gets it back to Peregrine. Peregrine being double teamed, looking for an option. Finds wide for Brake. Brake plays it back in. Deflected by Rodriguez. Brake sends it back in, cleared by Bader. To the near side, challenge for the ball. Montanez wins the challenge into a one-on-one. Dole tries to slide to make the tackle. Montanez still on the ball. Nelson comes in for the challenge and wins the ball. Nelson back into the middle. Bader there. Into the middle with Perigin for space. Bader challenging from behind. Perigin's able to stay on the ball, loses his feet. Bader on the challenge. Bader with room in front. Meningas steps in and makes the tackle, gets called for the foul. Don't know what a foul is. That sure looked like one, but so did the other 5, so hard to say what we're calling today. All right, it'll be a free kick for the Eagles. Ever Blanco there to take the free kick. Call it 35 out. With his right foot, driving ball in. Boney's there, and off the bounce makes the save. Boney out all the way to the corner of the box. He punts it back across the field. Delatorre first to touch. Rodriguez and Clevenger come back. Clevenger's able to win it back to Dole. Dole sends it over the top. Headed back by Orlowski. Over to Cordova. Cordova in the center circle being challenged by Perigin. Cordova's able to get through, sends it wide. Nelson reads it, plays it down the line. Nelson will chase his own ball. Blanco steps in for the slide tackle and knocks it out of play. Be a throw-in for the Cougars. Nelson takes the throw into the middle. Clevenger comes up, challenged with Orlowski. He's able to win it. Heavy touch. Schumacher comes in and steals. Clevenger to Schumacher out ahead. Schumacher plays it to Perigin for the 1-2 and chipped away by Blanco. Punted away by Stovern for the Eagles. Heavy touch by Montanez, breaks there. Tackle from behind on Montanez. Ruled as a throw-in for the Cougars. Meningas gets the throw-in right down the line, still in. Perigin there on the ball. And ruled out of bounds. Throw-in for the Eagles. Hogan takes the throw. Thomas gets the first touch. Anrider plays it back into the middle. Schumacher late to arrive as Bader clears it away. Over to Fogarty. Over the top for number 23, Lopez Brown. Nelson defending. Nelson plays it off of Brown, still in play. And corner kick is ruled. I guess it didn't hit Brown. Corner kick for the Eagles. Three to 2 the score. Eagles leading. Eagles scored first here in the second half on a corner kick by Blanco and finished by Delatorre. Cougars answered off the throw-in by Clevenger as Perigin was able to carry it into the edge of the box, down the end line, and back into the top of the box for the shot. Blanco with a heavy ball all the way across. Rodriguez chases for it. He's able to keep it in, send it across the box. Cleared away. That's Brown. Over to Rodriguez. Clevenger challenges. Thomas there on the ball. Looked like Clevenger got away with the push. Bader takes the strike. Almost hits his JV teammates on the back of the goal. And it'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Restart of play. Stolen away by Delatorre. Montanez to 40. 40 heavy on the touch, and Perigin's able to clear. Back into Delatorre. Across to Rodriguez, deflected away. And handball ruled. In the box, I believe. They're going to discuss. See if we can take a look at that on replay. Yeah, it looked like it hit Nelson's shoulder. I think if that's ruled a handball, that will be the wrong call. And looks like, okay, they are going to rule it a handball, but out of the box, I don't think that's the right call either. Let's look at that again. Yeah, Nelson turned his shoulder. If it hit his body, it hit his shoulder. Wall's able to block the shot. Nelson shielding. Delatorre challenges and goes out of bounds on the end line. Will be a goal kick for the Cougars. Cougars got to do better on this restart on the goal kick. Dole across the middle of the field. Bader's there with a lot of space. Heads it forward to Montanez. Montanez double teamed by Schumacher and Anredder. Back to Bader. Bader sends it in with his left, deflected by Anredder with his hip, and it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles in the attacking third. Montanez checks to the ball. Loose for Fogarty. Fogarty sends it in and chips it over Boney. Boney just lost where he was on the field, and it falls over top of his fingers into the goal.
Joplin goal by number 8, Duncan Fogarty.
Take a look at that play on replay as Fogarty just kind of deflects it up into the air. Boney falls into the goal, unable to get a touch on it. All right, 4-2 the score. Restart of play. Schumacher lets it run. Back to Nelson. Nelson into the middle for Perigin. Perigin looking to switch the field. Makes the move on Cordova. Perigin with space. Blanco steps in and deflects and goes out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars on the near side. Brake takes the throw in. Perigin heads it into an advantageous position. And foul called on Perigin as he pushed away to get to the position. Free kick for the Eagles. Back into play. Arlowski carries into the middle, plays it through. Good touch by Cordova. Montanez can't control it, and Meningus clears away for the Cougars. Will be a throw-in for the Eagles. Montanez all the way over the top line. Cordova's there all alone. Nelson comes over to help. Cordova takes the shot and finished by Delatorre for the goal for the Eagles.
Joplin goal by number 9, Alex Delatorre.
And 5-2 now the score as the Cougars have kind of lost their shape. You can see on this replay, ball falls to Delatorre and good finish for the goal. All right, we're back to live action. Anredder through the middle for Perigin with room. Perigin looking to play it through to Brandon Schumacher. Hogan there wins it, plays it back to Arlowski, back to the keeper. Brandon Schumacher pressures the keeper. Blanco makes a touch. Lost at the top to Clevenger. Brandon Schumacher there at the top of the box looking to take a shot. Deflected by the Eagles. Still in play as Brake tries to get a touch. Into the corner as Brake challenges with Blanco. And out of bounds will be Eagles' throw in the corner. Thrown in the corner by number 30, Rodriguez. Into the middle. Meningus there, plays it to Perigin. Fight for the ball with Fogarty. He's able to win it. Played through by the Eagles. That's Cordova chasing. Gets it all the way to the end line. Carries across, deflected by Anredder. And Boney is able to punch it out. Still in play. Into the corner for the Eagles. Montanez on the ball, tries to sneak through. Deflected off of the Eagles. It'll be a throw for the Cougars. As they call it. Maybe he's calling a foul there. Okay, foul called on the play. Montanez there to take the kick. Actually, it's Fogarty that takes it, goes wide of the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Cougars scored first to take the 1-0 lead. Eagles answered with 2 goals to go to halftime 2-1. Eagles opened up the second half with a goal, and the Cougars answered to make it 3-2. But the Eagles have scored the last 2 goals to take the 5-2 lead. Clevenger takes the throw in, Perigin running. Arlowski, good touch to settle that ball at the top of the box. Plays it back into the middle for Bader. Over to Fogarty with space. Anredder tries to get a touch. Ball played through to De La Torre. Dole comes to challenge at the top. Meningus is able to clear it away and throw in for the Eagles, killing the threat by the Cougars. Ball sent all the way into the box. It's loose at the top. Ben Schumacher gets a touch. Rodriguez sends it in. Boney's there for the save. Boney at the top, looking to punt it away. Top spinning ball to the center circle, bounces over the first line. Blanco and Arlowski there. Blanco touches it back into the middle. Rodriguez on the ball, plays it through. Down the near side, Montanez, good one touch to Bader. Bader chips it across to De La Torre into the box. Nelson's resting. Nelson finally comes over to check to the ball. Back into the middle. Meningus tries to clear right to the top for Cordova. Cordova takes the strike. Boney, good save. Again, no foul called. Oh, yeah, they are going to call that one a foul. Okay, it'll be a free kick for the Cougars in the box after that threat was averted by Boney on the good save. Restart of play stolen by the Eagles. Ball sent into the box. Stolen by the Cougars. Played ahead. Arlowski's there, sends it back in. Backside, Nelson chasing. That's Brown. Brown finds space. Ben Schumacher comes in and makes the tackle. That'll be a corner kick for the Eagles. Oh, Trejo. Okay, sorry, I've been saying Lopez Brown is number 23. They actually have two 23s on the roster. It's Ian Trejo is the actual 23 in the game. Brandon Schumacher gets the steal. Still on the ball. Bader's able to win it back. Over to Cordova. To Fogarty. Back to Bader. Fogarty plays it wide to Trejo. Sent across. Back spinning ball. Del Torre's there and heads it in for another goal for the Eagles. Boney got stuck again on the line instead of coming up to receive that ball. And that is just too easy. Take a look at the replay here as that ball gets sent across. De La Torre goes to the run and he gets left unmarked.
Entering the game for the Eagles is number 17, Blanton Garrigan, and number 3, Aldo Valdez.
6-2 now the score. Brandon Schumacher subbing out of the game as number 19. Lucas Nangle in the game. Dole gets challenged for the ball, stolen away by the Eagles. Thomas comes back into pressure, stolen by Perigin. Perigin with room, makes a nice move to get through. Bader challenging on the ball, deflected out of bounds, will be a throw-in for the Cougars. Perigin over the top to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to chip it, is able to stay in possession. Makes a move to the corner. Valdez defending. And that will be a goal kick for the Eagles. Ever Blanco back in the box to take the goal kick. Plays it short to Orlowski. Being pressured by Clevenger on the back line. Played through as Meningus is there. To Montanez. Montanez makes some moves, gets through into the box. Meningus still pressuring. Montanez still carrying, carries it back out to recycle. To the top for Bader. Bader takes the strike. And that's another goal for the Eagles. Adam Bader. Take a look at that on replay as Montanez plays it back to Bader.
Joplin goal by number 5, Adam Bader.
Good shot to the left post. Boney didn't even see it. And 7-2 now the score. Nelson to Ben Schumacher. Plays it through to Clevenger. Nangle tries to run the overlap. Stolen by the Eagles. Clevenger, good challenge for the ball. Out of bounds will be a throw-in for the Eagles. Play to the back to Blanco. Blanco has room. Ever Blanco holding the ball. Gets to Ledford. Ledford back to Blanco on the back. Blanco all the way to the corner. Plays it back to the middle. Is able to find number 3. That's Valdez. Stolen by Anreder. Gets advantage. Anreder plays it through to Thomas. Too heavy as Orlowski's there to steal. Nangle comes in. Nangle trying to win it back. Orlowski's able to get it over to Hogan. Up the field as Perigin comes in a challenge. Into an attack for the Eagles. Dole's there. Number 17 on the run, Garrigan, is able to win it to keep it in. And out of bounds. Goal kick is the result for the Cougars. Anreder takes the kick up to Nangle on the far side. Being pressured by Hogan. Nangle tries to get the turn, but loses control. Quick throw in. Subs at the line waiting to check in. Eagles restart play, throw in up ahead. Nelson gets the header over to Nangle. Nangle tries to find A pass, but stolen away by Bader. Over to the near side for Valdez. Up to Fraunfelter. Good save by Boney. Number 15, Bennett Robertson, with a nice turn and strike. Punt it up ahead. Angles there, gets it to Clevenger. Clevenger holds up. Being challenged by Garrigan. Played down the line as Nangle chases. Hogan lets it run out of bounds for the throw-in for the Eagles. Good touch by Garrigan. Stolen back by Clevenger. Clevenger tries to play it through. Extension by Briar Ledford to win the ball back for the Eagles. Valdez to the near side for number 21, Ramazani. Ramazani carrying down the line. Meningas comes in to challenge. Meningas makes the tackle. And corner kick. I believe corner kick is the ruling for the Eagles. Oh, no, it was a throw-in. Sorry, I can't see all the way to that corner. All right, number 3, Valdez plays it back to the back line. Hogan can't control the pass, loses it out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Nangle there, plays it up ahead. Bader's there first to touch. Arlowski gets it back to Bader in the middle. Deflected by Perigin. And Ritter steps up to challenge. Number 15, Robertson plays it in. Perigin comes in and steals. He's looking to play it over the top. Ledford challenges for the ball. Perigin tries to poke it through the middle, stolen by Ledford. Up to Bader, who chips it wide. Tackled by Anretter. And out of bounds, another throw in for the Eagles. Sorry, it's going to be a Cougars throw. Perigin there takes the throw into the middle of the field. Schumacher plays it to the switch over to Nangle. Nangle being defended by Hogan, dropped back to Ben Schumacher. Played down the line. Hogan clears it out. Throw in for the Cougars as Ben Schumacher walks over to take the throw. 7-2 the lead for the Eagles. Into the middle for Perigin. Perigin drop back to Schumacher. Perigin chips it through, finds Schumacher with some room in front. Schumacher carries across the middle, still on the ball, and doesn't get a shot off as it's stolen by the Eagles. Meningas comes in, wins it back. Over to Brake, tries to chip it over the top. Valdez is there to head it down to Ledford. Ledford back to Valdez on the back. Played down the line to Bader. Bader lets it run. Ramazani chases for the ball, can't keep it in, and it will be a throw-in for the Cougars. Dole plays it back to Meningas. Meningas sends it high into the air. Clevenger wins it with his chest. Arlowski challenges for the ball, is able to win it. Brake is there to steal it back. Arlowski is able to push through pressure. Clevenger wins it back to the back line for Meningas. Foul called on Arlowski, I believe. I'm not sure. Will be a free kick for the Cougars. Clevenger, good high ball into the middle. Perigin tries to get ahead on it. Schumacher comes in to challenge. Fraunfelter chases for the ball as Nangle chases back. Nangle is able to win position. Carrying up ahead. Stolen back by Fraunfelter. Nelson reads it, steps in to win the ball into the middle for Thomas with room. Thomas carrying, plays it to Clevenger. Clevenger makes a touch up ahead. Valdez clears it away with his left as Brake comes over to challenge. Out of bounds, Cougars throw. Valdez steps in front. Brake sends it up ahead. Arlowski and Perigin fight for the ball. Clevenger gets it. Clevenger at the top of the box. Perigin takes the shot. Follow comes. Hogan steps in and makes the save. Still in trouble as Brake hits it into Arlowski's arm. Ref says no foul. And the ball gets cleared back to the back line. Nelson there. Nelson holds. Dowell comes in and clears it. Into trouble as Bader's there. Meningus challenging for the ball. Sent across the box. Nelson sends it back. And offside flag is up. I don't know when the offside happened, but assumedly it's been up for a while. Since it's an offside call, you can't sub in on that. So refs send them back to the check-in line as the Cougars will get a offside kick. Meningus is on the ground now to get the sub. And Krem Ryan will come in on the injury. Joplin will also make the subs. Number 13, Sampson, in for Bader. Play restarted with Bader still on the field. Into the corner. And it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles in the left corner. Brake clears it down the line, back into the Eagles' possession. Arlowski there as Perigin's going to challenge. Arlowski all the way back. It's going to challenge the keeper as it comes off to the side. That's the new keeper in the game for the Eagles. That's 00 Che Drowdy. Eagles are able to get it out to the far side. Into the middle for Fraunfelter. Schumacher comes in to challenge. Schumacher's able to win the ball. Thomas in possession over to Brake on the near side, being challenged by Valdez. Back into the middle, Clevenger and Blanco. Blanco wins it into position. Clevenger comes to challenge as Blanco's still on the ball. All the way back to Drowdy. Valdez to Ledford. Over to number 21, Ramazani. And Boney comes out of the box. Bad touch. Anrunner's there to clear it away, though. Number 17, Garrigan chases for the ball, lets it go out of bounds, throw in for the Eagles. And some more subs at the line for the Eagles, and also Case and Hamlin back in the game for Ruben Brake. I think that's 26, actually, that checked in. Ball back in play. Number 13, Sampson. Nelson's able to steal over to Nangle. Nelson looking down the line for Perigin. Perigin with Valdez. Perigin's able to win it into the box. Cuts it back across. Perigin takes the shot and scores the goal. Michael Perigin Awesome goal for the Cougars. See, he just wins this challenge as the defender was trying to play it back to the keeper, but the keeper's all the way back on his line. Perigin gets it into the box and cuts it across, scores the goal. And 7-3 now the score, 4:40 left to play. Grayson Crumryan subbing out. Valdez back to 26. That's Phipps. Phipps on the ball as Clevenger chases. Perigin comes to the ball to Valdez. Played back across to Elick. Elick's mom is, or stepmom actually, is my wife's hairdresser. Shonda, hello. Ledford on the ball, plays it through. Ball sent in, and Boney's there at the top to receive it. Quick play to Dole. Dole up to Ben Schumacher. He's able to turn. Being defended. Schumacher plays it to Nangle. Continues the run. Good touch by by Valdez to win that through ball. Perigin's able to steal it back on the far side. Back to Clevenger, too far ahead. Clevenger will chase. Phipps clears the way. Perigin almost had another chance there. Valdez wins it, plays it in the middle. Anredder steps up to challenge. Ledford on the ball. That was number 13, Kobe Sampson, that won that ball in the middle. Eagles play it all the way back to the keeper, Droughty. Into the middle for Ledford. Perigin steals. Valdez chips it across. Hamlin there. Hamlin trying to win the ball down. Looking to make the turn as Phipps is defending. And knocked out of bounds. Goal kick for the Eagles. Under 3 to play here in the varsity matchup. Sent into the middle of the field. Sampson gets a header in his favor. Boney's holding. And Sampson runs right through Anredder. Whistle was blown. Boney's got to come out of the box to get that ball. Restarted play by the Cougars. Clevenger tries to touch it up ahead to Hamlin. Doesn't get a good touch on it. Loses it out of bounds. That's a throw-in for the Cougars. Meningus over the top. Phipps heads it away. 2 minutes to play. Clevenger takes the throw. Finds Perigin in the corner of the box. Tries to chip it over. Stolen back by the Eagles. Elick into the middle for Ledford. Ledford with room in front. He plays it through. Sampson's on. Boney this time's out of the box. Good job. Clears it away. Number 15, Robertson chases over. Dole's able to win it. Plays it down the line for Nangle. Too wide. And Eagles get the throw. Up ahead to Garrigan. Out of bounds by the Cougars. It'll be another Eagles throw. Throw into the box. Sampson's there. Schumacher shoulders it up in the air. Anredder fighting for it. Can't get it. Sampson into the box. Takes the shot across. Still in play as Meningus will probably let it roll. That will be a throw in for the Cougars. And Brandon Schumacher checking back in the game. 1 minute to play. Hudson Clevenger will sub out. Seven to 3 the score. Throw in up to Hamlin. Elick's able to get it, tries to switch the field. Nangle's there, knees it down, in a possession for the Eagles. Nangle comes over to challenge. That's number 18, Hernandez. Stolen by the Cougars. Perigin on the ball. Perigin in the attack, 15 seconds to play. Takes the shot and goes wide of the frame. And that will probably do it for the game as we're under 10 seconds. that's the horn. Final score, Eagles 7, Cougars 3.
And the final score, the Joplin Eagles 7, the New Heights Cougars 3.
All right, we'll take an audio break here, send you through the second half recap, and we'll be back for the JV half in 10 minutes. All right, welcome back inside the New Heights Cougars soccer booth. I'm Brian Schumacher bringing you the broadcast tonight. A little recap on the varsity game. Final score 7-3. The difference between this 7-3 loss and the 6-1 loss to Carthage is that the Cougars had some real opportunities to be in this game, just made a few too many mistakes. And then obviously Joplin's a whole lot deeper, so you can see the fatigue really set in and affected some of our decision making, and also just our ability to get back to cover runners and those issues that we knew would come up. But ultimately, a good game for the Cougars. Obviously, you don't expect to be able to win a game against Joplin, but we did give them a game. So, um, good effort. We'll just moments away here from starting the JV game. We'll play one half of 35 minutes. The clock will continue to run, and then we will wrap it up for the night. Thank you all for tuning in.
Game between the New Heights Cougars and your Joplin Eagles. This will just be a one-half game.
All right, we're ready for the game to start. We have the Cougars appearing to get the kickoff. Ruben Brake over the ball. We have Brogan Reether on the left side up top. Spencer Jackson on the right. Kason Hamlin playing that attacking mid. Lucas Nangle on the left side defensive mid. Reether's able to win it back to number 7. That's Brant Smathers. Over to Nangle. Ledford trying to control the ball for the Eagles. Being defended by Smathers, carrying it down the line. Sent across the box. Connor Perry comes up playing the goal for the Cougars and deflected off of number 5. That is, who is that? That's Rayner Ramos for the Cougars. It'll be a corner kick for the Eagles. Ball played short. Hamlin's able to steal. Jackson comes onto the ball. He cuts it back into the middle, being defended by number 1, Fraunfelter. And out of bounds on the Cougars, throwing for the Eagles. Throwing down the line to number 24. Is that number 24? Maybe that's 34. Yeah, that's 34, Isaiah Snyder. I thought his first name was Isaiah. All right, stolen by Nangle in the middle. to Hamlin. Hamlin's able to turn, plays it through to break. Good defense by number 26, Phipps. And the Eagles back in possession, stolen away by Hamlin in the center circle. Challenge with Villanueva. Gonzalez plays it wide to Elick. Elick's able to keep it in play. Schumacher comes in for the challenge, won by Fraunfelter. Fraunfelter has room up front. He's carrying down the far side. Ramos defending, gets through and knocked out of bounds by Kremrine, throwing for the Eagles. Snyder for the Eagles takes the throw. Nito is able to win it. High kick over to Schumacher to Nangle. Nangle switches it to Reether. Aiden Gone gets it to Ledford. Hamlin comes in and deflects. Jackson comes in to win the challenge. Left the ball though, and Villanueva gets to it. At the top for Ramazani and takes a wild kick. Goes off the side of his foot, out of bounds, goal kick for the Cougars. Connor Perry in the goal will let Edgar Nito take the goal kick. Nito, an exchange student from Brazil. Sends the ball to the far side for Jackson. Jackson, good touchdown to Schumacher. Schumacher rolls his ankle. And will sub off for Boney. Drop ball restart. Jackson pops it over the top for Hamlin to chase. Played out of bounds by number 26, Phipps, for the Eagles. And it'll be a throw in for the Cougars. Into Boney. Boney looking for space. Gets through the first challenge. Ball's loose. Falls to Jackson. Jackson plays it over the top. Headed in the air by Phipps. Hamlin coming in. Gets into the box. Reether's there. Takes the shot. Saved. Cougars still fighting for it, and the Eagles get to the possession, able to turn it up the field. Good save by the keeper for the Eagles. Nito comes in and challenges, ball across the middle of the field. Ramos on the ball for the Cougars, being challenged by Ramazani. Ramazani is able to win it. Reether steps in, and foul called on Ramazani. Free kick for the Cougars. Nito takes the side spinning ball in. Heavy touch by number 12, Gonzalez, into the box. Eagles are able to clear. Snyder on the ball. Being defended by Nangle, drops it back to number 24, Villanueva. Back to Phipps on the back line. Phipps all the way across the field. Up to Gone. Aiden Gone back into the middle. Cason Hamlin there. Ledford steps in and challenges it, deflects to Krumrine, who sends it in. Brake sends it forward. And that ball will roll out of bounds for a throw in for the Eagles. Back into the middle, being pressured by Brake. Ball sent into the middle. Fraunfelter on it with some room, plays it through. Good ball to Snyder on the run. Ramos challenging. Snyder into the box. One more touch across. And sent over the goal by Ramazani. Be a goal kick for the Cougars. Good opportunity for the Eagles. Connor Perry back in the goal for the Cougars, looking to set up for the free kick, or for the goal kick, I'm sorry. Plays it to the far side for Nangle. Nangle chests it down. Fight for possession with Fraunfelter. Still in play as Jackson comes over. Ruled out of bounds, throwing for the Eagles. Krumrine sends it high into the air. Jackson and Elick there to challenge. Elick's able to, or Jackson, I'm sorry, is able to chip it over the top of Elick. Elick challenges back. Knocked out of bounds will be a throw in for the Cougars. Nangle chips it high into the air. Hamlin chests it down. Fraunfelter to Ledford. Ledford with room in front. Grayson Krumrine steps up to challenge. Gets it to Ramaswamy. He's in the box, sends it across. Backside follow by Gaughan. Gaughan's able to get possession, plays it to the top. Villanueva on the ball, plays it back to number 18, Hernandez. Back to Villanueva, tries to get through. Nangle's able to poke it away. To Reether. Rogan Reether plays it down the line for break. Gonzalez to the ball first. Brake's able to get a touch on it and knocks it out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Eagles. Ball on the ground. Eagles play it to Ledford. Reether pokes it away to Hamlin. Hamlin cuts it through. Gonzalez there on the ball. Boney gets his shirt grabs, able to stay on it. Ledford steps in. Boney still on the ball, and foul finally called on Ledford. Be a free kick for the Cougars. I'm not sure, 5 years ago maybe? Shot comes in for the Cougars, saved by the keeper. Just talking about the Cougars-Macaulay partnership. The girls play under the Macaulay logo, and the boys play under the New Heights Cougars logo, but they're both co-op teams. They also do that for softball. Gone there to take the throw for the Eagles. Ramaswamy being defended by Nito. Nito gets away with a push-off, gets it over to Krumrine. Grayson Elick on the far side, able to settle it, plays it forward. Chipped in by Snyder. Krumrine tries to clear it away. Fraunfelter pushes off and draws the foul. And he'll get the free kick. See that replay real quick before they take the kick. Ball sent in. Gaughan's there for the follow and saved by Connor Perry for the Cougars. Perry punts it away. Headed into the air by Hernandez. Gaughan plays it forward for Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy, the left-footed player, plays it across to Fraunfelter. Shot, and Perry again is there to make the save. 24 minutes to play in this JV half. Gaughan gets the first touch down to Ledford. Over to Villanueva. To the far side for Fraunfelter. He has some room, plays it through for Ramaswamy. Into the box, shot taken, deflected. Gaughan comes on the follow, but can't get it on frame. And goal kick for the Cougars. Connor Perry with another save. Fraunfelter found a lot of room in front here. carries forward, finds that seam for Ramaswamy on the run. Gaughan was there for the follow, just couldn't get on top of the ball. And the Cougars will reset with the goal kick. Connor Perry there to take it. Perry plays it in, stolen away by Fraunfelter. Hamlin's there, is able to claw it back to turn. Boney gets a touch to put it back to Hamlin's feet. Won by Phipps to Elick on the far side, back to Fraunfelter in the middle. Boney steps up to challenge. Fraunfelter dumps it off to Elick on the far side. Poke through as Boney is able to win it. Challenged back by Fraunfelter. He drops it back to his back line to Phipps. Phipps cuts it back into the pivot, Villanueva. Reether comes in a challenge over to Ledford. Nangle there to pressure. Nangle deflects. Nito is able to clear it away. Chase for the ball. And it'll go out of bounds, throwing for the Eagles. Ball played in the middle to Villanueva. Reether there to pressure. Break steps up. Ball played in. Nangle tries to get a step on it. Gaughan's able to get to the ball. Plays it ahead. Smathers there. Ball sneaks through to Sotlar. And he sends it over the goal. Good opportunity for the Eagles on another transition attack. Cougars got to do a better job of their shape. If Perry's going to take the goal kick, that's great. But what is our shape when we're doing that? We got to be wide, spread the field. There we go. Now we're figuring it out. All right, ball played back to Nito. He's got time. He's got pressure coming. Plays it over the top. Bounces over, breaks head. Hamlin comes in and wins the challenge. Villanueva gets back to the ball. Plays it wide to the near side of Vaughn. Vaughn tries to play the connection pass, cleared away by Nito. Into Break as he checks back. Break sends it over. Villanueva and Hamlin chasing for the ball. Hamlin's able to get possession. Hamlin carrying to the far side. That's the other number 23, Lopez Brown, that we were calling all varsity game. Fraunfelter with room. Gets it to Ledford. Shot. And off the mark. Goal kick for the Cougars. Briar Ledford, good opportunity there in front of the goal. Sub coming in the game for the Eagles. 20 minutes left to play in this 35-minute half. No score yet. Whistle was blown. There was still a player in the field when they started that, but it seemed like the ref blew the whistle and then decided to let it play, which don't think you can do that, but whatever. All right, Villanueva on the ball, up to Ledford. Smathers steps in. Villanueva steals, takes the shot, deflected off his teammate. That was Sotlar that will have the bruise tomorrow. Sotlar back to the ball. Shot and saved by Connor Perry. Number 31, Serrato, took the shot, lost out of bounds, so it'll be a corner kick for the Eagles. Ball sent in, headed over by number 25, Ben Sotlar. Had a good opportunity. Connor Perry in the goal got caught on the front post and left the goal exposed. Sotlar couldn't take advantage of it. Got to get over that ball and hit it into the line. Nito sends the ball up ahead. First touch by Break. Lopez Brown able to get it into transition for the Eagles. Played wide to Gone. Gone sends it across. Perry gets just enough of a deflection to keep it from being connected on the backside. Ramos over there for the Cougars. Plays it out of play, and it'll be an Eagles throw. Jackson gets a touch up ahead. Played back by Phipps all the way to the keeper. Switched out the backside. Reether's able to come up and defend and win the challenge out of bounds for the Cougars throw. Rogan Reether takes the throw. Angle connects. Pops it into the air. Reether settles. And out of bounds will stay Cougars. Ball played into the box. Hamlin challenging. Serrato gets to it. Stolen back by the Cougars. Hamlin fighting for position with Villanueva. Villanueva makes a move. Back into possession to Lopez Brown. Jackson deflects. Brown back to the ball, plays it down the line. Snyder on it. Gets through the first defender. Snyder into the box, takes the shot with his right, and hits the crossbar and goes over. Not sure if Perry got a deflection on that or not. Ref saying goal kick for the Cougars. Perry plays it short. Again, we're not in position to play it short. Nangle's able to win it, gets it to Reether. Reether cuts it back to Nangle. Played to Hamlin. Hamlin can't get the controlled touch, and the Eagles steal. Boney steps in, wins the challenge in the center circle, clips it over to Reether. Reether touches it to Break. Break sends it through to nobody. And keeper's there to scoop it up. Top spinning ball to the far side. Ramos challenges. Eagles send it over the top. Nangle steps in, wins the ball back, and draws the foul. Sotlar got caught for being a little too physical there, and it'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Nito there to take the kick, headed into the air. Nangle heads it down. Ball falls to Elick. Nangle comes into pressure. Elick plays it through. Sotlar can't control it, and Nito's able to clear. Hamlin wins the ball. Leaves it for Reether. Actually, Reether and Hamlin get caught up. Reether gets back to it. Sent across, and that will probably be a yellow card on Grayson Elick. Be a free kick for the Cougars. Take a look at this play as Hamlin and Reether get kind of caught up, but then Hamlin gets the ball up to Reether. Reether has position, and Elick just comes in and swipes his legs. He got the ball, but you can't swipe through the guy's legs to get the ball. That's going to be a yellow card every time. Well, I shouldn't say that. I take back that will be a yellow card every time. It should be a yellow card every time. It often won't be in high school. Nito takes the free kick up to Hamlin. Jackson chases back, gets to the ball, can't control it. Stolen back by the Eagles. Ledford in the middle with room. Nangle chasing from behind. Ledford has an opportunity, plays it through to Soltar. Crumrine, good job shielding, and good job by Perry coming out of the box, coming up to the top of the box, I should say, to win the ball. Smathers gets a touch wide, Gone defending. Up ahead as Ledford's able to chase back to win it. Played into the middle. Bennett Thomas in the game steals the ball. Played up to Boney. Boney tries to get it wide to Jackson. Jackson, good job checking back. Leaves it for Ramos. Being defended by Serrato. Ball played across is loose. Crumrine gets pushed off the ball, and the ref's going to blow the whistle on that one. Free kick for the Cougars. Nito plays it forward to Thomas. On the restart, Thomas carrying, gets through the first challenge. On the ball, room in front. Gone challenging from behind. Thomas still carrying. Gaughan's able to get into position. Thomas still on the ball as he carries down the line. And finally deflected out of bounds. It'll be Eagles throw off of Thomas last. Subs at the line to check in for the Eagles. Number 20, Gavin Williams in the game, subbing in for Gaughan. Fraunfelter subbing in for Ledford. And number 21, Ramazani, back in the game for the Eagles. Stolen away by the Cougars. That's Nangle. Sends it to the top of the box. Headed away by Phipps. Lopez Brown on the far side carrying the ball. Ramos, good job stepping up, wins the ball, plays it back to the middle, but stolen back into the middle by Serrato. Crumrine challenges at the top. Fraunfelter gets the through ball. Smathers able to clear it all the way up to Jackson. Jackson looking to turn. Gets through, connects to Hamlin. Hamlin plays it over the top, or tries to, deflected out of bounds by the Eagles. Throwing for the Cougars. Hamlin will take it quick. Plays it on the diagonal. Phipps heads it away. Hamlin's able to pressure to win it back. Ramaswamy steps in. Miscommunication as Hamlin steals back. Hamlin tries to get it through. Deflected away as Nito's there. Plays the through ball. Too far ahead. Jackson comes in to steal. Good challenge for the ball as the Eagles are able to win it back. Nito sends it back in. Break heads it forward. Phipps is there, and he'll let it run. Out of bounds goal kick for the Eagles. Under 11 minutes to play here in the JV half. Eagles with the goal kick. Driving backspin ball to the center circle. Ramaswamy and Crumrine challenge for it. Ramaswamy gets it the first touch. Able to track back to win it into possession. Challenged by Nangle. That's number 7, Chance Blevins, in the game for the Eagles. Another sub coming in the game for the Eagles. I believe that was number 16, Memphis Rodas, that checked in. Challenge for the ball on the side off of number 20, Gavin Williams, will be a throw-in for the Cougars. Bennett Thomas here on the near side to take the throw. Big throw over the top. Blevins knees it away, and that's out the touchline, throw-in again for the Cougars. Thomas drops it back to Smathers. Smathers back to Thomas with room. Thomas tries to get through the defender, deflected away by Rodas, but Smathers is able to get back to it and send it in. Cleared away by the Eagles. Smathers, good touch to Nangle. Nangle fights for possession with Williams off of the Eagles' last, throwing for the Cougars. Ball played down the line. Sent across the middle, actually more out to the top. Nito's able to send it into Hamlin. Break takes a nice strike, deflected by the Eagles. At the top of the box is loose. The Eagles, good job settling, turning it into transition. No midfielder to check. Boney steps up. Ball's played through. Ramaswamy one-on-one with Crumrine with the left, far post, and he scores it. Good goal by the Eagles to take the 1-0 lead. That was number 21, Yahya Ramazani. Just no midfield support by the Cougars. They got caught with everyone up after that attack. And good through ball and good finish by Ramazani. Back to the action. Boney plays it wide to Jackson. Jackson's able to get it, plays it through to Hamlin, too far ahead. Phipps is there to steal. Back into the middle of the field. Fraunfelter in possession. Back to the back line to Gonzalez. Over to the near side. Nangle chases. Ball played into Fraunfelter. Break challenges for the ball. Fraunfelter's able to get some space, plays it down the line. Williams running as Nito pushes off. Gets away with it. What a play by Williams to keep that in. Ball rolls across the box. Ramos trying to get it off his feet. Eagles still on the ball and shoot it just wide of the goal. That was a pretty good goal scoring opportunity for the Eagles. And the Cougars will restart with a goal kick. Nito plays it up to Thomas. Thomas tries to settle it, loses it back to the Eagles. Smathers steps in, tries to find feet. Deflected into the air by the Eagles. Williams and Smathers challenge for the ball. And out of bounds. Actually, foul called on the Eagles for that in the air shoulder challenge. Nito sends it on the ground, stolen by the Eagles. Ramazani over to Fraunfelter. He's at the top of the box looking to set up a shot. Kremryan's able to get in there and scoop it away. Back into possession for Brown, Lopez Brown. And shot saved by Connor Perry. Good punt up to the middle of the field. Break gets the first touch over to Jackson. Jackson can't control it. Lopez Brown steals. Into Fraunfelter. Extra pass to Serrato. Serrato takes the shot over the goal. And subs coming in the game for both teams. Phipps subbing out as number 22, Wyatt Gilmore, checking in the game. Another sub came in. I didn't catch where he was, though. Oh, Brogan Reether's back in the game. Bennett Thomas is subbed out. Gilmore on the ball. Reether challenges. Stolen by Nangle. Back to Rodas. To Ramaswamy. And goal for the Eagles. 2-0 the score. Under 5 minutes to play. Ribbon break, drops it back to Case and Hamlin. Hamlin plays it up to Reether on the run. He goes to Serrato. Gilmore plays it across the middle. Williams on the ball. Played it through to Ramaswamy, checking back. Across the field to Lopez Policio. Eagles on the drop to Rodas. Into the box. Trying to set up a shot. Cougars are able to steal. Nangle gets it wide to Reether. Reether plays it in the middle to Hamlin. Hamlin looking to turn, being defended by number 18, Hernandez. Stolen away by Lopez Brown. And knocked out of bounds. Will be a throw in for the Eagles. Another sub checking in the game for the Eagles. Looks like that may be Chance Blevins on the far side checking in. Into Ramaswamy, over to Blevins. Angle deflects it, but right into the box. And offside called on the Eagles. Will be a goal kick for the Cougars. Nito takes the kick. Spinning ball into the center. Bounces over the first line, headed back in. Jackson heads it forward to Brake. Brake heads it to space as Hamlin chases. Blevins taps it back. Brake chasing to the ball. Angle fighting for possession. Brake pokes it away. Hamlin steals. Hamlin at the top of the box, setting up a shot. Takes the shot near post and goes just wide. Goal kick for the Eagles. Eagles just got caught with a flat back line there. Make a bad touch. Hamlin's right there to steal. Sets up his shot. Just can't get it back. Cut across enough to get on frame. And we have 1:30 to play. Ball into the middle of the field. Number 16, Rodas, and Nangle pressure for it. Hamlin tries to play it through, deflected. Jackson, good touch to Hamlin. Hamlin just couldn't get to it. Ball out of bounds on the far side. Throw in for the Cougars. That's Ramos for the Cougars taking the throw. Jackson, good settle. Tries to play it back to Nito, but it was off the mark as Ramaswamy steals. All the way to the box, takes the left shot, and off the crossbar through Perry's hands. And it will be a goal kick for the Cougars. Perry takes the restart, gets it through the first line at an angle. Reether there on the ball, being defended, and draws the foul. Will be a free kick for the Cougars. Reether tried to take the throw, but it's actually a free kick for the Cougars. Can't take it rolling, though. They're going to let it play, and that will do it for the game. So final score 2-0 in the JV matchup. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties to start. We'll be back here Thursday on YouTube to broadcast the Cougars versus Logan Rogersville. That will be our first home game of the year over there at our Ozark Christian College soccer field. We hope to catch you then. I'll send you through the recap of the JV game as we close out.
New Heights Christian Academy.
New Heights, same biblical focus. New Heights, same academic drive.
We will continue to shape articulate, confident Christians, ready to step into the world with a strong moral compass, secure in themselves and their beliefs.
Taking Christian education